Hi everyone, I am back with a Mickey and Minnie card for my Mickey and Minnie card series. This is the matchbook style card. I did not do a card in September because I'm kind of a card ahead of the game. I did a birthday card as an extra card a few months back, whereas I should have waited until September to actually do that card. So I think I'm kind of ahead. I didn't have one for September. I did another birthday one and I had filmed it and then I realized I had already done a birthday one, so yeah. It's like the same card, just a different color of cardstock. It was kind of crazy. I don't even know what I was thinking. So, being October, we're doing a Halloween one. And then I have a couple more after this, and the series will be over. So, with that being said, if you guys have any suggestions on a card style for next year, I am all ears. I haven't figured anything out for the 2017 series yet, so I will be trying to rack my brain, and like I said, if you guys have any ideas, leave them down in the comments for me, and we'll kind of go from there, and I'll figure out some kind of card style for next year. So let's get started on this one. Your card base is going to be 4 1/4 by 11. On your 11-inch side, you're going to score at 1 and 6 3/8 and 6 1/2. That is it for our scoring. And we're just going to give these a good fold here. And hope that they fold nicely. Oh, not too bad this time. Line it up so I can crease it. Fold our bottom one up. And there we have our little matchbook shape. So next thing I'm going to do is take my little stapler. I'm just using my little Stampin' Up mini stapler. I know there's a Tim Holtz one, but you can use any kind of stapler that you have. So you're going to go about 2/3 of the way up and make sure that you don't attach the cardstock pieces together, so that you can pull your little flap out. There you go. Then we're going to start doing some layering. And we're going to go ahead and do this bottom panel, which is these two pieces here. So I'm actually using some Tangerine Tango from Stampin' Up for my orange. And then I've got this striped pattern that I'm using. This is the paper stack that I've been using through the whole series. This is by the Paper Studio, and you can get this at Hobby Lobby. It is also available online, and this is a year-round paper pad, so they always have it, unless they just don't have any in stock, but it's always available. And I usually buy them when they're half off. I love that pad. That's my second one, so or maybe my third, I don't even know. But I love those prints because they're small and they're great for cards. Okay, so our pattern striped piece is 4 3/4, and we're just going to attach that to our mat. And our Tangelo twist mat is, this piece is 4 1/8 by 7/8. So we're just going to put this on here. Kind of went over with my adhesive there. A couple of other colors that would go really well with this particular print would be pumpkin pie, old olive, and I think Perfect Plum might work for the purple that's in here, because I think the Elegant Eggplant is too dark. So if you wanted to mess around with some, excuse me, with some Stampin' Up! Colors, those are the ones that off the top of my head that I think would fit the closest. Okay, so we're just going to put this down here on our little bottom panel. Just like so. So there we have the bottom. Now we're going to do our top piece. And this Tangelo piece measures 4 1/8 by 4 3/8. And then our pattern paper is 4 by 4 1/4. So we're just going to layer these. Get these put together, and then we'll stick it on the front. Super easy cards. Like, you could pump out a bunch of these in no time. That's what I love about them. Then we'll just go ahead and attach this to the front. You could totally change it up. You could add ribbon, you could add twine, and you would obviously do that before you stick this down if you wanted to wrap it or whatever. I mean, you can totally make it however you want. So we'll just get this up here, and I tend to line it up with my top instead of the bottom because the bottom is going to be tucked into that little flap anyway. So there we have that. Now let's go ahead and just put our inside piece. This is 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. And let me make sure this is the right one. It's not. What the heck? That one is 3 3/4 by 3 1/2. Did I pick the wrong piece? Okay, I think I cut it wrong. So, well, that's a bummer. Let me cut a new piece. See, I always like mess up. I don't know where my brain is. Plus, I have not paper crafted in so long. Like, I'm pretty lucky that I did a couple of mini Halloween cards lately. It's just no mojo. No mojo. And Halloween is kind of a touchy holiday for me now. So, okay, this one should be 3 3/4 squared. There we go. So we're going to go ahead and just attach this to the inside. And you can pick whatever color you want to put on the inside. You could do a couple layers. Like you could put the Tangelo twist behind this white and kind of have your message pop out a little bit more. Totally up to you what you want to do. So there's the inside. Super simple. Okay, let's go ahead and just tuck this in real quick. Just like that. So cute. And now we're going to do some stamping. So we're going to take that messed up piece and we're going to do our Happy Halloween. Now, I'm not using Teeny Tiny Wishes for this one because the Happy Halloween sentiment that is inside the And Many More, which is a retired set, so I'm super sorry you guys can't get this right now. So if you already have it, awesome. Or if you have any kind of, you know, whatever Halloween sentiment that you want to use. I like the Happy Halloween font on this one better than the Teeny Tiny Wishes, so I'm going to use this one. And I'm also going to be using the Word Window Punch, which is retired, and the Modern Label Punch, which is also retired. So I know I use a lot of retired stuff, and I'm sorry, but like I've said several times before, I'm just a hobby demonstrator for Stampin' Up, so I don't buy all of the current products. So, and when I buy, I use it for a long time. I'm not going to just get stuff and then when it's retired not use it, because I think that's kind of ridiculous, but that's just me. Like I said, as a hobbyist. So, to me it's a waste to invest all this money in these products and then just toss them aside because they're retired. So I don't do that. I hope you guys don't do that either, the ones that follow me. So yeah, here's our modern label punch. We're just gonna punch out our Happy Halloween real quick, like so. Then we're gonna go ahead and take a piece of black and we're gonna use the modern label punch to do our layering. So we'll just get our Happy Halloween on there. I think I need to re-ink my Tangible Twist. It's looking a little choppy. There's a big glob right there. I don't want, there we go. Yeah, that's not very, oh, let me do my rhinestones first so I know where my guide is. I'm just using the Basic Jewels from Stampin' Up. So whatever little rhinestones you have, or you could use pearls. I've just used rhinestones on the whole series, so I just kind of stuck with it. Whereas before, some of the other ones I kind of mixed up with some pearls and rhinestones every now and then. Okay, so there's our sentiment. We're going to go ahead and put a couple of dimensionals right on the back of this. And then we'll just put this on the card. Then we can work on our Mickey and Minnie. So let's see. We'll just try to center this and get it as straight as possible. So there we have our Happy Halloween. Now we get to do Mickey and Minnie. So I'm going to pull out my Mickey and Minnie, and I have a separate video on how I make these Mickey and Minnie heads. Well, they're Mickey heads. You turn them into Minnie when you put a bow on the top. But I do have a separate video in my Tidbit tutorials if you guys are interested in seeing how I actually create these. Super easy. It's just a couple of circle punches and some faux stitching, so really, really simple. We're going to go ahead and glue them down. And then we're actually almost done. These cards are pretty quick. There's not a lot to them. Like I've said before, you can add or take away or whatever you want to do with your own, you know, and make them however you want. This is just a basic way of how I do it. I like simple. Simple is easy, simple is quick. Like I said, you can pump a bunch of these out. You can make, you know, 10 of these in an hour or less. Probably less if you did all your pre-cutting. So there's our Mickey and Minnie heads. We're going to take this orange bow, and this is just some Recollections eyelet ribbon that I buy. It's kind of a bright orange. And we're going to go ahead and put this bow on to turn this head into Minnie. Just like so. And now we're going to stamp on the inside. And again, another retired product. This retired actually when I started Stampin' Up! In 2013. This was going out. This was in the clearance section. So it's been retired for a while. It's called Itty Bitties. I know sometimes you can find it on eBay. I did find a set up there a couple of times. And so here is the item number if you guys are really dying to get a hold of it. I know sometimes it's available up there. And I'm using the little spider. This is what the little spider looks like. And I'm just going to use some Memento Tuxedo black ink for that. And we're just going to stamp him on the inside. So we'll just open this up and ink up our little spider. You could choose the pumpkin, you could choose the witch's hat. It's not a pumpkin, it's actually a jack-o'-lantern because it has face on it. There's a witch's hat, and there's a little ghost, and there's also like a little skull. So you could do whatever one you wanted. I just did the spiders because they're on the front. I was just kind of trying to make it flow. So there you have it. There's our Happy Halloween Mickey and Minnie card series for 2016. And I hope you guys enjoyed this. Like I said, if you have any suggestions on a new card style or something, if I can't come up with one, I would be happy to get some suggestions for 2017. So there you have it. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!